I'd like you to look around you for a moment. And I want you to ask, what is the attraction of Ash Wednesday? This is our fourth Mass today. I drove by the church during the noon Mass, and the parking lot was packed. Father Dave had Mass at 6:30 this morning and was amazed at the crowd that turned out for an Ash Wednesday 6:30 a.m. Mass. 9:30, the school gathered and the church was packed. And here we are at 6 o'clock. Look around you. What is the attraction here? You would think that we were celebrating a holy day of obligation, wouldn't you? But it is a holy day, but it's not a day of obligation. No one is obliged to be here. And yet, look at us. Why are we here? What I've discovered is there's something about Ash Wednesday that attracts like a magnet. We come because we're drawn to this celebration that begins the Lenten season. And the attraction is deep. It appeals to something deep in us. It has a visceral appeal. And many who come, I'm not sure they could tell you why. But they're drawn. As though a magnetic force is pulling, tugging, drawing at their hearts to be with the people of God on Ash Wednesday. I wonder if the attraction is ashes. What do you think? Because the unique feature of this celebration is ashes. Just think about that. What we do during the liturgy is we smear or dirty ourselves with ashes that are applied to our forehead. A friend of mine is executive in a company that he's worked for a number of years. Came to an early morning liturgy on Ash Wednesday some years back. Got the ashes applied to his forehead and went to work. And one of his colleagues came up to him and says, "Oh my goodness, there's something on your head." Went to grab a Kleenex. "Let me clean that off for you." And he had to say, "Oh no." He says, "It's Ash Wednesday." And his colleague says, "Well, my goodness, what is that?" And he went on to explain that the ashes on his head were symbolic, emblematic of something. It's as though this dirtying of ourselves, staining ourselves with sin, with ashes on our forehead, is a symbol, deeply symbolic of a soul stained by sin. It's as though on Ash Wednesday, the playing field is leveled and everybody acknowledges that we all have sinned that we all have fallen short of who it is we're meant to be. It's almost like Ash Wednesday is confessional in character, where every person who's a part of the church looks back on the year that's passed and says, "Oh Lord, I have failed to be the best version of me this past year. I have failed to be who I am meant to be." And these ashes are symbolic of a soul that recognizes, I've fallen short. I'm stained. Sin has dirtied me. But then there's something else striking about this celebration, that the ashes are applied in the shape of a cross. It's as though we're looking forward to Good Friday and to Easter Sunday, so that Ash Wednesday becomes a day of hope. That the Jesus Christ of Good Friday, the Jesus Christ of Easter Sunday, will, through the season of Lent, wipe away the smear, wipe away the dirt, wipe away the sin that stained the soul of every person here. The sign of the cross is given because we're asking Jesus, let me come out of Lent different than the way I came into Lent. Let me come out a better version of myself than I was on Valentine's Day when I went in. Do you see that, people of God? We are professing tonight our hope in Jesus Christ that Lent this year can be transformational. This is not an empty ritual. This is an expression of a deeply held Catholic faith, that I have fallen short of who I'm meant to be, but there is hope for me. That the transforming power of the cross of Jesus Christ can make me different on Easter than I was on Ash Wednesday. And so, people of God, let's place all our faith and hope in the mystery of Christ crucified and risen from the dead, that his transforming love might be in work in my life and yours over the coming 40 days of the season of Lent.